Hello and welcome along to another video from this weekly FIFA 19 career mode series with Crewe Alexandra. It's season 2 episode 3 and we're back for a very special game today as we play our beloved Luton Town away from home in League 1 in what's becoming a clash for a playoff place even this early on in the season. The game's also got a bit of rivalry to it as we signed a couple of their first team players last season due to the fact that FIFA doesn't have quite the same reputation balance, so players will join you from higher leagues as long as you can afford them. But there's not much else to talk about off the pitch. We'll just go and have a look at the results since you were last here. Obviously in the previous episode we played against Sunderland. That was a pretty difficult game. We've only had a few since. We managed to sneak a draw in that one, but we followed that up with a win at home to Accrington, one of the smaller teams reputation wise in the league, but it's still got a fairly good side and it was a good result in the end. We then played away to Rotherham and won that one 1-0 as well, so back-to-back wins there before a third in succession against Shrewsbury. A really good home performance there and another one of those really strong ones where we look like scoring at all times. So we go into this one full of confidence after 3 league wins in a row, following on from a good draw at Sunderland. As we mentioned, we'll have quite a big break after this episode because we've got to get all the way to the start of December for a big game against Birmingham City at home, probably up there with Sunderland as the biggest sides in the league. And that'll take us into the end of 2019 before we move into the run-in and play teams that are in and around us before the end of the season. So let's get into the first game. We'll go and get straight into it and we'll be back in a second with news of the lineup. This is the team then. We're at full strength today. No internationals or anything like that to worry about. We've got Garrett in goal. McQueen and Justin are the fullbacks with Ampadu and the Hungarian centre-half we can't pronounce in the middle. Manjak's in the holding role of the diamond with Pelly Ruddock and Morgan Gibbs-White in the middle and Kirillov off the front two of Pole and Morris. They're in good form. They're all continuing to improve. You can see we've got a lot of players edging towards the rating of 70 and with some of them being so young they'll be there sooner rather than later. If I just show you on the bench as well, some of the other youngsters are starting to improve. Saunders and Panico have moved up one. Griffiths and Mason, the 2 homegrown ones, are up 2. And it's only a matter of time before we play the young Argentinian keeper, as he's now gone past Garrett in terms of rating. He's playing in all the cup games, but I'm sure it won't be long before he's our number 1. So we're as prepared as we can be for this game with everyone fully fit, and we'll be back in a second for the first half. Okay, it's kick-off time at whatever the ground is called on here. We know it would be Kenilworth Road in real life, but again, it's just a standard stadium as we have with Crewe. We're playing away to Luton Town. We want to see what their lineup's like today as we stole a few of their players. They're the best defensive team in the league and we're third, so this could be a very low-scoring game, but hopefully both sides will be in the top 6 come the end of the season, and we'll be a very happy man if that's the case. They've got Stetch and Stacey there straight away, so 2 of the players we're familiar with, but for Pelly Ruddock and Justin, this is very much a reunion. 2 of the young players from their first team that we've managed to get on board here, and they've become very good players for us and improved immensely at the club. Justin's got the ball at right back into our Hungarian centre-half. We're going to try and keep possession. With this narrow diamond, we seem to be doing that quite well. In real life, Luton play with that narrow diamond, so I don't know if they're doing the same here, in which case it's a very rare formation in the lower leagues, and it could be something that causes us trouble. Gibbs-White gets it into Pelly Ruddock, who finds Justin. He's going to try and deliver it in towards Pole, wins the header, but it's really low and comfortable for Stetch, who gathers it comfortably for Luton, and they bring it away with Sonny Bradley. The left-footed centre-half playing on the right. We've got Jake Jervis starting up front, a man who can't even get in the Wimbledon team on loan at the moment, but most of the rest of the team is familiar, the likes of Hilton, Shinnie and Berry, and they've got a couple of Spaniards as well. I'm not sure if that's sensible enough to follow the traits of Nathan Jones, the manager, who used to play out in Spain, but if not, it's just a random coincidence and we're happy enough to see them doing well. They've got a corner early on and hopefully we don't concede. As much as we want them to be in the top 6, we don't want to lose this game, as Sheehan somehow is bald there. He's got plenty of hair in real life. The ball's out to the edge of the box and they've going to Hilton. They're playing round us very easily there. The keeper's come out as ill-advised, but thankfully it had already been put wide by the time he got there. But an early warning sign, and with nearly 15 minutes gone, Luton have had the best chance of the game. Ampadu takes it from the short goal kick to McQueen. We're going to try and build it through the middle now with Manjak. We haven't got many options there. They seem to be closing down well, and I'm pretty sure they are playing a narrow diamond because they seem to have a man on us at all points. Kirillov's coming over halfway now and he's got a runner in Pole, trying to make those runs in behind again. We're going to try and cut inside, but it's a good tackle and it's come back for the free kick 30 yards out. But a lovely counter attack there and we're starting to move forward at pace as one of the youngsters gets booked for them, a player that's not there in real life. Let's see if we can put it away then. We're just going to do the usual short free kick and then charge at them with our big Hungarian centre-half. Goes for a pop but it's blocked and Justin gets the ball back on the right hand side of halfway. finds Pelly Ruddock down the line and he gives it to Morris, who can hold it up the target. Manjek gets it into Gibbs White, beats his man, he's got the run inside from Morris, good effort but he's straight at the keeper, and it deserved a better finish than that. It was a fantastic passing move, but it wasn't to be, and with 20 minutes on the clock we've now had the best chance to. We've got the ball out to the right back again in Justin, who plays up for our target man. Morris is really starting to develop well here and get more involved in the games. We find Pole in the box, that's got to be a penalty. It's an awful tackle by the centre half, and we're going to have a spot kick to try and get the lead with a quarter of the game gone. We're just waiting to see if he gets a booking, but it doesn't look like he is. It's a penalty kick. I don't know who our best taker is. We'll see what the ratings are. Pole's better than Morris, so it might be him for now. I don't think there are any better. All of the rest are in the 40s or 30s, so we don't want them taking it. It will be Pole, the young striker, and we're just going to try and slide it into the middle. We're just going to lay it down comfortably. We're not trying to get anything fancy out of it. It's palmed away, but it does mean that we can get a second shot in, but it's really poor and it's cleared away for a throw. The reason we try and do them quite central like that is because normally if they're palmed out, you can still tap them in. But unfortunately in this instance it was even worse, and because it wasn't on the floor they were able to get it away. So another chance wasted, but we've got it on the edge again with Kirillov. He's lost out in the challenge to Samuel, who's already on a booking, but Jervis can bring it forward on the counter for them, and they're now getting in behind quite comfortably, but Justin, the former player, gets back well. Morris is there, he's waiting for the run from Pole. Can he beat his man to it? Bradley just gets there this time and manages not to concede a penalty, and it's still 0-0, but we're certainly having the better of this game now. The ball's gone out to the right back area with Stacey. He's going to try and work it inside, then they're coming at us again, and they've got to this position with 3-on-3. Berry's clearly playing in that number 10 role, and he's starting to cause us a bit of trouble. The shot's blocked by the keeper who'd come out to smother, and we've just had to hoover it away with James Justin chasing it long for Pole on the left hand side up front. Stacey's bringing it back forward over halfway. He's got it into the centre forward, but they're holding it up well and we're not able to get a foot in, and it looks like both sides are unable to prevent each other, and considering we've got the best two defensive records in the league, it's a little bit strange that it's been such an attacking game. We've got the ball out again via the keeper to McQueen. We're going to try and get him on the overlap here from Morgan Gibbs White, inside to Pole the centre forward, and he finds Kirillov. Kirillov's cutting inside, he's got time, tries to get it out to the fullback on the overlap, but it's not good enough, and it's out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. You can see McQueen wasn't looking happy there. He takes the throw-in into Gibbs White. He finds Manjek, and now Pelly Ruddock. He's got that overlap with Justin again. There's three in the middle if he can find them. In towards the back post, but Stetch punches away. Gibbs White takes it down and shoots, but it's blocked, and they finally get it away after a bit of pinball in the area. Ruddock's lost out in the air, and now Berry can counter-attack. They're bringing it forward through the middle again, and both sides are just dominating possession on the counter because they're able to get their 3 or 4 in the middle of the pitch before the opposition. Justin wins it back and manages to get a throw in as well, and we'll take it comfortably with our last chance before half time to get a goal. Gibbs White brings the ball forward to Pole. He gets it out to the left hand side to McQueen, but there's no runner yet. We're waiting for Pole to get in behind, but he doesn't, and he's just too slow, and as a result McQueen loses it under pressure, and Pardew wins the aerial duel, and Pelly Ruddock's got the last chance to get us in behind to Kirillov. Kirillov finds Morris, the target man. There's a man running off him. It was Pardew, remarkably, but it's been challenged and cleared long, and I'm pretty sure that'll be half time once the header's won. It is brought down by Morgan Gibbs White. The whistle goes and it's 0-0 at half time, but we've wasted some great chances and missed a penalty as well. We'll be back in a moment for the second half. It's Carlton Morris with the kick-off to start us in this second period. It's Kirillov out to Morgan Gibbs White and to the left back McQueen. We really need to try and test this best defence in the league. We've managed to win a penalty already and get them on a couple of bookings, but we've not taken our chances, and as a result it's still 0-0. But Luton haven't looked like scoring more than once as well, so we've done okay in that sense, as Justin gets down the right and beats his man. He's got the striker inside in Pole, beats one, finds Kirillov into the bottom corner. Surely he's put it wide. It's a really poor effort and wasting a chance. 1-on-1 from 5 yards, you'd expect so much better, but the way we carved their defence open is a really good sign for the rest of this half. Pelly Ruddock's going to go and close down the fullback from the goal kick, but they've got round us again with that narrow diamond. They're doing to us what we do to other teams, and again we're able to do that to them on the counter, but it's very unusual having two teams playing the same shape in this way, with no width at all on the pitch by the fullbacks. Berry gets the ball in, but Pardew's there, and he finds Justin comfortably. We get it to Gibbs White and out to the left back McQueen, who's got acres of time and space to run into. He's going down the left hand side, he's just waiting for that run from Pole. He's not coming yet, but now he's going to go, but McQueen's just overrun it and it's out for a throw-in. Luton have made a sub in the breaking play there. James Collins has come on for Jervis, a much better striker in real life, so I've no idea why he wasn't starting. Maybe it was just fatigue or something like that. Morgan Gibbs-White wins the ball back for McQueen. McQueen's going to switch it out to Justin and he finds Manjak in the middle. We've got plenty of time again now to build, with Morgan Gibbs-White out to the left to McQueen. McQueen's got the free kick if he needs it, but he's gone inside to Kirillov. He's going to have a shot. It's just towards the top corner again, but just wide of the post. And on the hour mark, we've had another chance with Kirillov, which is wasted. Luton have the goal kick, but they're living very perilously at the minute as they switch the ball out to the fullbacks again, and Pole manages to read it this time, but it's fallen luckily for them at right back. They've got it back to Stacey again and start with Samuel in the holding role. We really need to drive him and get him sent off, but Carlton Morris wins it back high up the pitch for Kirillov. He's surging into the box and tries to cross, but he's just a bit tired and is edged off the ball, but thankfully the refs adjudged it to be a foul. We're going to make some changes because he did look knackered that time, and there's a couple of other tired legs too, and we'll be back in a second with news of the substitutes. Luton have taken the opportunity to replace Samuel, who was on the yellow card in the holding role. We've made all three changes as well as the ball goes into Ainley, one of the subs, and his shot's blocked brilliantly. Ainley gets it back to Manjak and now Carlton Morris. Out to Justin on the right hand side. He's got Pole in the middle making the run. Goes for the header, but it's weak again and straight at the keeper. There are three what are becoming our normal changes now. Potts at left back for McQueen, who's always knackered. We've also taken off Morgan Gibbs-White and brought on Jones, and Ainley's come on for Kirillov. So we've got all three of them on. They're the usual substitutions. Potts is on the overlap. He was such a hero last year and is the third former Luton player in the side. His cross towards Jones is headed away just on the edge of the 6-yard box, and they managed to come away with it. The centre-half's beaten to it, and now they've got a 3-on-3 up here. They've slowed it down and gone for the ball over the top, and hopefully Manjak can beat his man to it who's knackered. He does. He loses the ball straight away though, but wins it back at the second attempt and now finds Potts on the overlap. Having three former Luton players on the pitch is sure to cause motivation for them. Gets it inside to Pole and now Morris. Morris out to the right to Jones. Jones has got Justin on the overlap. We're going to go for the low cross for Ruddock. It's not gone low enough and he's headed away, but Ainley wins it back. And Potts, we're relentlessly keeping pressure in their own half here. Ainley's got the ball out to Potts again on the left. He finds Pole. Pole holds the ball up and finds Potts on the overlap again. Morris is in the middle if he can find him, as is Jones. Oh, he's wasted a great chance. It was a fantastic ball in from Potts for the second time. Jones did win it this time with a free header, but he's put it over the bar from 6 yards, and what a waste that is. They've gone for the short goal kick again, this time to the centre-half. A long ball over which they've won, and now Ampadu's been drawn out to the channel, but he does brilliantly to win it back and keep possession, and he finds Ainley inside, who goes for Potts on the overlap. Potts is waiting for that run from Pole, who's gone. He's tried to get him in behind and he's got there first with his extra pace. Goes back to Potts again inside to Ainley. And now we've got a bit of space for Jones. Jones has got Justin on the overlap, but he's found Morris. What a reverse inside pass, but it's deflected behind from a challenge and it's out for an in-swinging corner with Jones. Jones is looking for Ampadu in the middle, the big man, but he's found a Hungarian centre-half instead, but it's been headed away off his head and it's away to Ainley on the left flank. Ainley's got time and space to run into here. We're going to try and cut inside with him. We have managed to successfully. He tries to find Morris, but is cleared away. And now Ainley gets the ball in towards the back post. He's cleared for the second time, and now we're there again. But we've lost out in the air with Manjak, and Potts has to win it back. We've got the ball back to Ampadu to start again on halfway. He finds Potts. Inside him is Ainley making the run. We've got another runner now in Manjak. He finds Morris on the edge. We're just waiting for the two on the overlap, but it's intercepted. Last ditch again. And going into stoppage time, it looks like the defences are going to prevail. Luton have been very defensive in this second half, but it's going to pay dividends as they're going to get a point. Although I'm not sure they'll be happy with that at home to us. Potts again with the ball in, headed away, and it looks like Luton are going to get away with it. They've managed to nick a 0-0 draw. A very entertaining and attacking game. We had so many chances but wasted them all. And in the end, the first and third best defence in the league draw 0-0 and keep their hopes for the playoffs alive. You can see we dominated possession and chances, but we just didn't get enough of them on target, and as a result we didn't really deserve to win. We'll go and see what's been said about the game quickly, and if there's any other news, we'll just look at the other results to see Sunderland and Barnsley held each other. Birmingham City won again away at Rotherham this time, so they are doing well, the sides that we'd expect to be up there. Coventry have won away from home too. There's a lot of big reputation sides in this league now, and we've just got to hope that we can prevail with our young talent. There you go, 3 more players going on international duty, all from the first 11, but at least this time it's not Ampadu, so we've still got one of our centre-halves. But that will be all for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the performance and how we've managed to waste so many chances. Where do you think, looking into the January window in just 2 episodes time, is our priority to try and strengthen, if at all? I don't know if we'll have the budget yet, or is there anyone you think we should sell? Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content, as my channel name gives away. From 2 stories, the head coach, a journeyman style save, where we work under a director of football with no say in transfers or contracts, and our one club challenge part of the furniture with Torquay United, a bit similar to this one, starting in the lowest playable league on Football Manager and trying to take the same club all the way to the top in a road to glory. There'll also be a new episode from this FIFA 19 career every Friday at 4:30. We're with Crewe Alexandra doing well, and hopefully we'll continue to push for the playoffs this season. We'll be back next week as promised for our game against Birmingham, one of the most reputable sides in the league. But a massive thanks for watching this one as always, and we'll see you next time.